Jose. Our next question comes from Ellie Sekback. Go ahead, Ellie.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? I got a question for David. If everything goes well and you're doing great, would you like to fight the winner of Joshua Usyk or the winner of Wilder Fury 3?
At this stage, I can't really start thinking about mentioning the Goliaths of the division. I haven't done anything other than a couple of press conferences since my last two stoppage losses. So I think it'd be disrespectful to all four of those. Usyk was a undefeated, undisputed cruiserweight champion who worked his way up to the number one mandatory position to challenge Anthony Joshua's WBA, IBF, and WBO titles. And then you got Deontay Wilder, in his third match with Tyson Fury, who's undefeated himself. So, I can't mention their name, off the strength of a couple of interviews that I've done, because that's technically all I've done since losing is have 3 weeks, 2 weeks of training and, scheduled to fight Joe Fournier at the Staples Center on the Oscar De La Hoya Vito Belfort undercard effectively. So, I wouldn't want to mention any of those guys' names. Depending if I feel after the fight on September 11th something different, I'll be sure to let you know first thing. But as of right now, I can't think of fighting one of these guys. All I'm thinking about is getting through the remaining 3 weeks of training in a healthy condition, in one piece. Not getting injured. As a lot of the injuries I've received over the years have happened in preparation for a fight. There's only a couple of fights I've been injured in the fight. So for me, it's the challenge of this whole event is to get to the ring in one piece. And Joe jokes about being RoboCop and having pins and stuff, and been held together. But I understand why that is, because it is a tongue in cheek, but there's a bit of reality there that I can't train the same way as I did do when I was 30. I can't have 6 sparring partners doing 2 rounds in, 2 rounds in, 2 rounds in continuously. That those days are over. I've got to be a lot more conservative and economical with my energy. I've got to make sure my massage is on point. I've got to make sure my physiotherapist, my chiropractor, I've got to make sure my blood works neat and tidy. I've got to make sure my new hydration levels are optimal. My sleep patterns are optimal. There's so much that goes into making sure I get through the ropes on September 11th in one piece, healthy, ready to perform. I can't 1 second think a day past that, because if I do start thinking about some of these super duper names you mentioned, those 4 names are the big boys in the division. If I start thinking about them and take my eye off Joe Fournier, can you imagine the humiliation if I end up, even looking bad there? That's a let alone, I can't afford that to be remotely an option. I need to give Joe Fournier a boxing education. I need to pack his lunchbox and take him to boxing school on September 11th, because anything other than that, I'd be very, very upset.